Hey, Ed, thanks for having me here today to show you about some of the stuff we're doing with Aible Sense. It allows people to see if they've got AI-ready data in their environment. We could take a connector, and here I've got a Salesforce connector, and I've just thrown in the Aible connector, and I'm just doing a send operation, and I actually use this now to send data right on through to Aible Sense.
Hang
Go
on a
ahead.
second, Rudd. Hang on a second. I see it looks like you don't have any mapping in here between the connectors. Is that right?
Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. Because this connector basically can get any data out of any flow within Boomi. As a matter of fact, this just uses a standard send operation. And all I had to do to configure this was just pick where I want the data to go inside of Aible.
Very cool.
And is this Salesforce specific or any application?
No, I mean, Arjit, it looks like, I would assume, but Rod, tell us, it looks like any Boomi connector we have. So, the hundreds that we have and the hundreds more we have coming, you can just pipe this right over into Aible?
That's absolutely right, Ed. I can grab anything off of the pallet that will basically get data and send it on to the next step. And we could just plop in the Aible connector, configured for the send operation, and away we go. So I'll go ahead and run this now. There it goes. So we've queried the data, it's sending it over to Aible now. And there's my data coming across. So that's coming straight from Boomi, and now it's already doing the evaluation process to identify if there's AI opportunity in this data.
Sorry, did you have to configure anything on the Aible side to make this work?
Nope. All I did was just say, where do I want it to show up in my folders in my Aible environment? And I've got an Aible Sense license, and there it is. And it's already done that onboarding of the data. Now I can go and I can say, what do I want to evaluate this against? I want to go and see if I can predict if the customers are going to be satisfied. And you can see here, I completed this a little bit earlier, where I loaded up some additional data. I just ran this straight from the Boomi connector as well. Basically that exact same setup, no configuration. It does a data quality check, so I can see what all checks it's actually passed. It's done everything from outlier detection to problematic predictors. It actually says I've got AI readiness. It's given me a score of 6.2. It's found what things actually could predict.
Ed, the important thing about this AI readiness number is if it is 0, it means an AI trained on this data would be just a random model. Whereas anything that is fairly high, like 4 or higher, it's a good AI. It actually has good signal to it. And you'll notice on the left-hand side, it actually completed while we were talking. So this doesn't take that long. The data actually never hit Aible. The data hit the customer's own AWS account that Rod had configured. So the data stayed in the customer's account, only the metadata came here, and that's how fast it was.
Well, not only all that, I mean, this is pretty impressive. Not only, what you're showing here, but the fact it was 2 steps to AI, right? Literally what I saw into this. So can you show me some more? Like, can you show me some of the insights?
I can see here that it's found that time that the case has been open is an indicator, and customer tenure is an indicator, and it even shows me that I've got an interaction between the time the case is open and the customer tenure. There's probably some more info in that, but I'm really just part of the team that's looking at bringing on data and doing checks and bringing and connecting it to Boomi. It says here that if I want to get more insights, I'd actually go to Aible Explore.
Can you show me Aible Explore and show me what this data looks like?
And I'm letting you watch this happen live, by the way. So I'm deliberately going to let this play out. It's the same thing you were seeing in Sense, but now it is finding a lot of different graphs for me to take a look at. So for example, what I want to do is go take a look at customer tenure. This is kind of interesting, telling me that if people have been with the company less than a year, they tend to be more dissatisfied. If there is very little time left on the contract, then people are being very dissatisfied with that same ticket time, right? Now over here, it's doing something very interesting as well. Aible has trained 83 different predictive models. Every model thinks high tenure actually reduces dissatisfaction because we are predicting dissatisfaction. So you're getting from descriptive graphs, which is what's happening with time open, to drill downs, which Aible is guiding you to. And I can even search for, like, for example, customer type. and just choose it and drop in my graph, and I can see my graph right there too. So the entire idea is, how do we make analytics incredibly simple? And at the end of it, on the right-hand side, I can just download this as a PowerPoint deck, and it'll have all the slides and speaker notes and everything.
Wow, this is very cool stuff.